Boris step up to the plate, considered extreme measures if necessary in order to maintain the protocol. The Northern Ireland Protocol has to work in order to keep stability and peace between the Republic and the North, an expert has warned. The Northern Ireland Protocol, agreed in the Brexit deal, is designed to avoid customs checks along the Irish border. It means goods, including medicines, can flow freely between the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland. However, goods arriving from the rest of the UK are subject to control to ensure they comply with EU standards. Due to a grace period, controls have not yet been imposed on the movement of products. The grace period was expected to expire in January, but the UK government has indefinitely extended it. Lord Frost and his EU counterpart, Maros Sefcovic, have met on several occasions in a bid to resolve the teething issues with the protocol. Prime Minister Boris Johnson has said he will invoke Article 16 of the protocol if the deal is not struck with Brussels. Despite the UK reportedly softening its stance, Downing Street has insisted the option to invoke Article 16 remained on the table. However, Emeritus Professor Adrian Welke from Queen's University Belfast has said the protocol has to be made to work as there is no alternative. They have an alternative of a hard border and checks on the border, but I think the immigration rules that are being suggested for Northern Ireland are very peculiar. They are proposing for people to apply online to come into Northern Ireland. I do not see how that could possibly work without there being any checks. Why would people apply for something if there are not any checks? It looks like a hard border. However, the idea of a hard border across the island would be hugely problematic, the expert warned. He continued, I think a hardening of the border is out of the question. It is hugely problematic. It will certainly push nationalists towards demanding a border poll, which would upset loyalists and create a potential for violence which will not be great. It seems very counterproductive to stability in Northern Ireland. So something like the protocol has to be made to work because there is not an alternative. EU citizens and other non-Irish or non-British nationals who cross the border from the Republic of Ireland into Northern Ireland will have to get pre-clearance under new rules being proposed by the UK government. They will require a US-style waiver known as an Electronic Travel Authorization, ETA, to cross the border as part of the new post-Brexit Immigration, Nationality and Borders Bill. The scheme is expected to come into force in 2025 but has already been denounced as unworkable on the Irish border, where thousands of people commute in both directions for schools, work and shopping. Stephen Farry, an Alliance Party MP, said it would create new bureaucracy and legal uncertainty for ordinary people going about their daily business, while the campaigner Rema de Souza said the move was absolutely wild and would represent a hardening of the border. The Immigration Minister Kevin Foster told the House of Commons Northern Ireland Affairs Committee that the ETA would be a simple authorization, obtained online, and would, like the US Electronic System for Travel Authorization, ESTA, last multiple years. Asked if the UK would be checking paperwork at the border, he said, absolutely not. We don't operate routine immigration controls through the common travel area, he said, referring to unique rules and laws that allow British and Irish nationals to live, work, study or retire in each other's country without immigration controls. We anticipate this will be a fairly simple process. When the US-S2 originally launched, you could fill it in at the airport and fly an hour or two later. I don't want to perhaps get that type of guarantee yet, but we're certainly looking at how we can make a simplified process as quick and simple, Foster added. Professor Welke went on to say how trade between Northern Ireland and the Republic is not very significant, but said the idea of leaving the single market open is a fantasy. He continued, I don't see how you cannot have checks at the border without the protocol. The protocol has to work, it is the only solution. Unless the UK aligns itself closer to the EU. If the UK was in the single market and customs union, then the protocol would be practically redundant. Despite negotiations over the protocol have been going on for weeks, Professor Welke suggested it is unlikely a solution will be made until next year. It is